I started doing my walks, my working out, power walking, whatever you want to call it, because just in the last month that I've been doing it, I actually feel tremendously better. Like, I'm gonna give you an example. Okay, right now I get up. Look at that. I just jumped up. No problem. No pain. Everything's good. My legs feel healthy. I can easily move around. No problem.
To be quite transparent, it would be great if I could raise enough tips today to buy the game. Because right now, I just had my day off. I ran errands. Basically, all my funds were spent for the week. Luckily, I did get paid by YouTube, but that's all going to bills. So depending on how much I raise today with tips, that's how quick I can buy Nintendo World Championships, essentially.
Hey everyone, before we get started, some housekeeping items. In my last video, I stated that pictures of Phil's residence were still online. I was incorrect. Apparently in Renton, a group of residences can have one building number and several unit numbers. Therefore, the picture of the kitchen and the LG dishwasher were incorrect representations of Phil's domicile and his dishwasher woes. Okay, now that we're through the how I screwed up portion, let's talk about Phil. This first clip comes to us from MightyD, so big ups to him. And I'll of course have it linked below, but this is the bit that just blew up Twitter. Just full mask off beg mode, and I have to say something about it. It's not the full MightyD video. The full MightyD video is really good. I urge you to go watch it. It's just not really something that I can react to very well, but this segment is just too good to ignore.
Now, guys, listen. We're at the end of the stream. Please support the stream. At this point, I'm going to be honest. I'm tired of saying it. All right? You guys know what my goals are. I actually had a really good night of Dolls in. All right? A really good night of Dolls in. If you like the Street Fighter stuff, please support it, or what am I supposed to do? Not play Street Fighter as much? You guys said you were tired of Bison. I gave you a whole night of Dolls in good gameplay where I'm going back and forth with master people, right? Please support the stream. This is the last chance because we're at the end now. We only have about 10-15 minutes left likely, okay? All right, here we go again. I don't know what's going on with Street Fighter. It's like hit or miss. Some days we get really good support and everyone's excited, and other nights I don't know. I don't even know what to say about Street Fighter 6 anymore. This is the best night of Dolls I've ever done, by far.
The level of smug entitlement rivals that of Amy from Kitchen Nightmares' Amy's Baking Company. You know, this psychopath. The fact he goes in order of, I'm tired of saying it, to, you know what my goals are, was likely not intentional, but still paints such a terrible picture if you look a bit deeper. The subtext or implication here is, I'm tired of begging, and I shouldn't have to because you know what my goals are, and you should have already given me money. This has to be one of the most mask-off, listen to master, and do what I say type moments in DSP's entire career. No respect for the audience, no appreciation for the attendance, just pure, unfiltered, what have you done for me lately styled attitude. He follows this up with, please support it, or what am I supposed to do? Well,
get a job. Get a job.
In all honesty, Phil, that's your answer. And I really want to know what Phil thinks people do all day, or on, say, a month-by-month basis. Does he actually believe that if he plays really good in Street Fighter 6, that people will eternally pull out the old Visa and blammo, money for Phil? People have bills, Phil. They have birthdays, anniversaries, car problems, storm damage, poker games, or even just may want to save their money. Why do you think you just get to have others work? Because that's what money is. It's stored work. And Phil is literally saying, I expect you to give me what you have. For a registered Republican, you'd think he's a Marx fan. On a more recent note, DoodyStreams is going to tell us how Phil was terrible today.
Okay, tonight on the late stream, 6:45 p.m. Pacific time, it is going to be Stardew Valley Chill. It's been great last few streams. We actually finished the first mine, got to level 120, I should say, and got a key that I guess unlocks the second mine, but I'm not sure how that works because we don't have access to a second mine yet. We've been doing all kinds of fun stuff. We actually got an event coming up where I'm going to be giving like my best crops and things to this event, where I guess you get graded on the level of crops you've given. You get like a reward and stuff. So I'm working on that. There's a lot going on in Stardew, but of course it's also chill fun. And I'm going to adopt the same philosophy I did the other day. When we play Stardew Valley moving forward, I'm going to relax with you guys a lot more. And what I mean by that is I'm going to read your messages in chat, pause the game, put the controller down, and talk with you.
But why would you do this? You hate your chat. In the past month, people have given innocuous feedback, constructive criticism, or just asked a question already answered, and you not only ban them, but you insult them while you're at it. Why do you think that anyone wants to talk with you, Phil? You have no life stories. You have no life experience. 6 days a week, you are formulaic. There's no variance. There's no excitement. You have the life and personality of a potato, but you're worth less than the potato because I can bake the potato and load it up for a tasty snack. Come back to reality, man. Not that you've ever really been a resident.
Because with Stardew, there's so much going on and there's so much time management. It's easy to get wrapped up in the game and rushing through days because you don't want to miss any time. But a lot of the times you guys just want to chat. And I'm totally down for that. I want to talk with you guys. So I need to take time to do that. Not just keep playing the game, and ignore the interactive nature of my stream. So I'm going to make an honest effort to do more of that tonight with Stardew, pausing the game and talking with you more. Okay? So that's today. I hope, guys, you will support today's streams. Now, here's the thing. Like I said, I'm not expecting much.
Nope, not letting that one slide. Why are you expecting anything? Where is it written that upon viewing your channel, you are hereby compelled to send the almighty pig roach a weekly tithe? You should expect literally nothing, and be happy when you get anything. Of course, that would be if Phil could form a logical train of thought beyond the goddamn Pavlov's dog reaction of, get tip, pull Hogan, get tip, pull Hogan.
From people who are going to be here for Fallout 4, I already know that the game's kind of dead, right? It would be great if those of you who are here for the podcast, who are thinking of supporting the stream, if you could, it would be great if you could support it early. This channel is down this month.
And there was much rejoicing.
Because of a few factors, mostly because there's no new games, right? If you think about it this month, I played the Elden Ring DLC all month. I played a lot of Street Fighter 6, right? There hasn't been a lot going on in regards to new games. So because of that, it does die down. It does this every summer.
Wow. I am now talking directly to those who give Phil money. You say he needs the money and you just want to help, right? Consider the following then. I think we can all agree that Phil doesn't spend down to the penny on his expenses. There is variance. I mean, he goes out and he has a nice meal all the time. He's bought joysticks, 2 copies of the same game, DoorDash, etc., etc. Now, that being said, big ups, what I just heard was that Phil knew that he had an expectation of lower income, but rather than prepare for it by savings, he is literally passing the burden onto you. This has shifted the entire onus of responsibility for his life onto the viewer. Phil is not your child. He's not your brother. He's not your father, your good best friend, or even a homeless guy down on his luck. He is a man who is refusing to properly plan and control his life and is throwing that responsibility onto those who donate to him just because. He could save. He could budget. But why? You'll keep giving him money. And if you don't, he'll scold you and tell you what a bad person you are. I mean, where am I wrong in this logic?
Okay? We're at the end of the month. It'd be great to get a little bit of a push to maybe make up for the behindness that I have right now. And also, there's a marathon on Saturday. That might help. So we'll talk about that in a few minutes, okay? But in truth, I'm not really expecting that much. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if this stream right now with Fallout 4 is nearly dead. And there's nothing I can do about that. I got to push through it. I just got to finish the game, okay? Tomorrow, what I'd like to do is do something different. Instead of SVC Chaos, which originally I was going to do, and I'm like, I'm not feeling it. I don't think people are going to like it that much. I think that's more of an interject here or there as a night stream deal. I think tomorrow I would like to do my first ever dose of the Nintendo World Championships, which came out less than a week ago, right? Or was it about a week ago now? I think it was less than a week ago. Hold on one second because I'm hearing some noise outside. I'm hearing some noise outside and I want to see what it is because it was very loud.
Yay, chair host, the good host, the only host that has never insulted a viewer on stream. I love chair host. But anyway, once again, there's that I'm not expecting verbiage again. And again, I ask, why are you expecting anything? What I think this would be classified as a pity segment. I've used this analogy before, but it's like the kid in elementary school who saw you with the pack of gum and doesn't outright demand or ask for anything, you know, like Phil did at the start of this video, but very blatantly says something like, you know, Jimmy, I don't think this is gonna happen, but you know what would be awesome? If a stick of gum just magically appeared in front of me. That would be great. And somehow this tactic works. I mean, or it has in the past. I'm curious as to why it works on anyone, to be frank, but oh well. Anyway, let's enjoy Chair Host for his limited segment.
It's garbage truck. They're supposed to be here at like 8 in the morning. They're like 3.5 hours late today. That's what it is. Okay. Okay, it was a garbage truck outside collecting trash. It was very loud. All right, so tomorrow I would like to start with the Nintendo World Championships. This is a game that came out less than a week ago on the Switch. This is a game where you basically do fun challenge runs in classic NES games. You know, pretty much the big ones, the greats, the ones that everyone remembers. The Mario series, Zelda. I think Metroid's in there. I'm not sure. I think there's a couple. I'm trying to remember exactly what games. I know Donkey Kong's in there. I'm not sure which ones, though. So it's basically like a lot of challenges in these games. And the fun part about that game. As I do these challenge runs, you guys can vote in the chat, like, what challenge run do you want to see me to do? We can do a poll where you guys can vote on what you want to see. And that's cool, right? And then when we do the challenge runs, you can vote, do you think Phil will complete the challenge or not? And so there'll be a lot of interactive nature to those streams that we don't get with other games, okay? So I want to give it a shot, because here's the thing. I wanted to play that game during my marathon on Saturday regardless. So it just makes sense to give it like a preview the day before on stream to investigate it, to see what it's all about. And so that way we can maybe line up what we want to do on Saturday's marathon when I'm a little bit buzzed because I'll be drinking.
Now this, I hate. As a disclaimer, I am not the greatest at managing money. I stay out of debt, I pay my bills on time, and I squirrel away extra for later, and I'm contributing max to my 401k and a Roth, but I will impulse buy like a demon. Why do I tell you this? Because I'm about to judge the dog shit at a DSP for this I'll be drinking and having booze claim for all of his marathons. Why are you spending money on booze ever? I mean, really, Phil, of all the things people consider staples of life that really aren't staples of life, like a nice bed, a TV, subscription services, etc., the one thing people have, I mean, at least for the most part, to my knowledge, have agreed upon is that alcohol is never to be thought of as an absolute necessity. And that's not to say that Philbert getting a cheapo bottle of vodka, gin, or bourbon, what have you, would be bad if it was rare. But at one point during one of the marathons, I swear, I saw Phil showing off like, what was it? Like 5 or 7 different bottles of full or nearly full booze. And this stuff wasn't cheap. This was some pretty good booze. And this man is purporting that he's down on his luck. Bro, prioritize your goddamn life, or you're gonna have nothing in the future.
So yeah, tomorrow we'll premiere the Nintendo World Championships, okay? Now, to be quite transparent, it would be great if I could raise enough tips today to buy the game. Because right now, you know, I just had my day off. I ran errands. Basically, all my funds were spent for the week. Luckily, I did get paid by YouTube, but that's all going to bills. So depending on how much I raise today with tips, that's how quick I can buy Nintendo World Championships, essentially. Like, I'm trying to raise funds today during the streams just to buy the game for tomorrow's stream.
Again, I'm going to be talking to you people, I'll be respectful this time, who donate to Phil. Do you believe this? Do you honestly believe that Phil spent every dime of his tips and his YouTube checks on bills and errands? And if so, wouldn't evidence be nice? Moreover, where's this booze coming from? Did he use your tip money to buy booze instead of the game? And what was so necessary that he couldn't short his groceries by the game cost, which is what, $30? So now, not only is he going to likely drink your money, he wants you to pay for the game so you can give him money for playing the game. Am I getting through to you yet? Are you seeing the absolute dumbassery of this pattern?
Okay? I don't know how much it is. Is it $50, $40, $60? I don't even know. I literally don't even know. So, however much it is, you know, the sooner I raise it, the better, and I can buy it and install it and be ready for tomorrow. And tomorrow night will be Friday Night Fights, and it will be Street Fighter 6. I'm strongly leaning towards using E-Honda. You know, we actually had a great stream of Dalsim the other day. I'm going to talk about that in a minute because I want to talk about that and also Phil's day off after we finish the schedule. It was my best Dalsim stream ever, actually. So I would definitely like to continue with that, but do other characters rather than Bison. You know, it's actually been refreshing to not be playing with Bison for a change. But I think tomorrow night, maybe I'll go back to Honda and I'll play with him a little bit in casual play and then jump into ranked again, just like I did with Dalsim, okay? So there you go. I'm excited for that, and that should be good for Friday Night Fights. Now, Saturday is the big event, the one that you asked me for, the one that we've been planning out for weeks and weeks, and it's finally coming to fruition. If I can find the picture, and my mouse wheel is still broken. I haven't bought a new mouse. Where the hell is it? Here it is.
Oh look, it's failing to plan. Again. You asked for it, you better support it, is what I just heard. But didn't prepare by buying the game, or saving to buy the game. Didn't prepare by buying a decent $20 mouse. Didn't prepare in any way except to say, I'm having a marathon. Give me money. The most fascinating aspects of Phil are also the most infuriating. What synapses have to be firing for one to think this is acceptable behavior, that this is adult behavior? What part of his brain is so riddled with syphilis that he is proud of who he is, what he's done, and how he acts? Because if I said the last, we'll say 10 sentences Phil just spoke, unironically, I'd force myself to reevaluate my existence on the planet.
The Digital Summer Party is this coming Saturday. What can you expect? Well, we'll probably do some of the Nintendo World Championship since I'm buying it, and I'm going to try it tomorrow. We'll probably do a segment there where it will be challenge runs in that game.
But you're not buying it, are you? Your donors are. The people you chastise, the people you insult, demean, and pretend you're superior to. They are going to be buying the game. You know the mark of a bad leader? One that takes credit for others' work. See Phil Burnell for a visual depiction of Bad Leader.
Also, there probably will be some Street Fighter casualized gameplay. I doubt I'll be doing ranked during that marathon, but probably some casual gameplay, maybe with various different characters. Also, I might do some SVC Chaos just for silly fun. If you guys want some Stardew Valley, we could chill in Stardew and play a little bit of that. We could just hang out and do some Q&A hangout session. There is going to be food. I'm going to be ordering some food during that day, and my wife and I spoke, and we probably want to do barbecue.
How are you ordering, Phil? How? You just said you're out of money. You just begged for money to buy the game. Where are these funds coming from? Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Fucking Phil.
I've not actually had like barbecue, American barbecue, in a long time. So I'll probably order some barbecue food for that day that I will eat live during the stream with all of you. And yes, there will be booze. I went to the liquor store and I got two things. I got a pina colada mix, and I haven't had pina coladas. I couldn't even tell you the last time I had one. They're good. I love pina coladas, you know, the coconut and pineapple and rum. But I'll be sipping on that all day long. That's a nice summertime drink. And I also got some tequila. So if we feel like some shots, I could do some tequila shots during the stream, okay? So it's going to be some drinking, some eating, variety of games, and just hanging out. It's supposed to be a chill vibe session.
So he is. He's actually doing it. He's drinking your money. He's eating your money. And then he's going to play a game you bought him and expect you to give your money to him because he set up a YouTube stream. He threw some garbage behind him. He did the bare minimum in work of OBS. And then he did the hard part. Then he clicked start stream. Then he'll begin playing your game. And you must give him money, lest we forget how this video started.
Okay, it's not going to be something where we are absolutely set and we must do so much of each thing and we have to adhere to a schedule or anything like that. It's going to be more just casualized, fun, laid back, relaxing, having a good time. It absolutely would be great if you guys could come by and hang out with me at any time during the day. The stream will start around the normal time and we'll go all day long and probably finish between 7 and 8 p.m. Pacific time without any necessary long breaks or anything. No break in the stream to separate it. It's all one ongoing hangout session. Hey. Oh, by the way, yes, there will also be likely a tier maker during that stream. And the one I'm leaning toward is that someone made a tier maker of the top 2 worst or most disappointing games of the year that I have ranked for like the last decade or more. So we can rank like the top 24 worst or most disappointing games from absolute still sucks ass to, oh, maybe they're not so bad anymore in retrospect, right? So that'll be fun to do. That's going to be a fun tier maker event as well that we'll do. So yeah, pretty neat. Good stuff tomorrow, or not tomorrow, Saturday. And I certainly hope that you'll come by, hang out, and of course, if you can, support that event. Typically, events get some pretty good support. That will also help for the month end here. Again, I haven't had a slower month. It'd be great to help make up anything. Super chats, memberships, tips, all would be great.
And of course, after itemizing all the money he just spent and assuming you're going to just give him enough for the game, he has the audacity to end with a begment. But not only a begment, but one where he tells you how broke he is. Again, after bragging about all he has. For just a few minutes, I thought doing my FOIA requests on the police departments that Phil has had contact with was a bit much. But no. I think I'll continue my quest of obtaining hard evidence that Phil has lied and lied and lied and will never stop lying like the coward he is. Big ups to MightyD again for the first snippet and Doody for the clip. I really appreciate you both. Thank you to my members, the newbies, neophytes, and the hulking gym rats. I love you all. And thank you if you made it to the end of this video. I'm glad I could hold your attention. Oh, and yes, this video is a bit on the short side, but come on, man. There are things going on behind the scenes. Ack. Till next time, swallow's the goal for a troll. Lift heavy, eat clean. Hi, Mr. Investor. I have a great idea. First, you give me money to buy your product. Then, you continue to pay me for using your product.